Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new analysis. I hope you don't mind, but this analysis was actually made much earlier in the week than usual and queued to be uploaded on Friday so that I could spend my Thursday and Friday on other things. Also, just a quick word for Derpy Ninja Plays Dad. You have every right to be weirded out by this stuff. It is pretty weird, but I promise I'm not teaching your kid anything funny. Besides appreciating this wonderful slice of life anime, why not sit in on this video? It's gonna be a good one. Requested by Zero the Faceless, here is an analysis for Fortune Telling, a story based on the manga's 29th chapter and can be found in episode 11 from 11 minutes and 56 seconds. This also happens to be the story that has gotten the most references given its significance to the overall show, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The story begins with Takagi, Mina, Sane, Yukari, some random girl, and another girl who I believe is the same girl from Invitation, sitting around a desk with Invitation Girl telling Takagi's fortune with tarot cards. Mina seems to be looking on intently, clearly fascinated by these cards, and what they are predicting. Yukari tells Mina that she should have her love fortune told, but Mina instantly tells Yukari that it's her who really wants to get her love fortune read. As Yukari tries to defend herself against this claim, Nishikata walks by in the hallway outside of their classroom. Takagi exits the classroom to catch up with Nishikata and offers a game of scissors paper rock, in which the loser buys the winner juice on the way home. Nishikata says that he has to clean a classroom after school, so Takagi should just go home without him. Whether this is just a regular occurrence like we saw in day duty, or a punishment like we saw in cleaning duty, I am not sure. Takagi offers to wait, but Nishikata tells her that he doesn't want to keep her waiting. Takagi then again offers a game of scissors paper rock, in which if she loses, she will help him clean. Nishikata asks why she is so interested in playing and Takagi tells him not to worry. Nishikata agrees but then quickly tells Takagi not to play any mind games like telling him what she is going to choose, as she did in cleaning duty. Takagi agrees and Nishikata feels a sense of relief as he reflects on his 4 consecutive losses last time they used this game to bet. They both play their hand, Takagi with rock, Nishikata with paper. He won. For the first time in the show, he actually wins a game against Takagi. Nishikata revels in his victory for a moment before thinking to himself that Takagi must be super mad right now, but Takagi says that she will help him clean after school and walks off. We cut to the two of them cleaning up a classroom. Nishikata observes that she doesn't seem to be all that mad, but that he's still going to revel in his victory. Takagi then begins a conversation by asking Nishikata whether or not he believes in fortune telling. Nishikata says that he doesn't and asks why. Takagi explains that she and her friends were using tarot cards today and that she had her love fortune told, and that it was foretold that she would do well with her crush today. Nishikata awkwardly goes along with the conversation in a "is that so" kind of way. Takagi then asks Nishikata if he has a crush, and it is at this point that the story really gets into the good stuff. Nishikata drops his broom and asks what Takagi had said. She repeats her question as to whether or not Nishikata has a crush. He jolts back and says no before grabbing the broom and pretending to be busy. He wonders why Takagi just asked him that. And it is at this point that he seriously ponders whether or not Takagi likes him. Technically, he was probably going to ask something along those lines in day duty, but this is the first time that this thought has been thoroughly explored. He goes to look at Takagi again only to see that she is right next to him. She asks him what's wrong and he scampers back and says that it's nothing. He now has his back to the wall and he grips the broom tightly in his hand as he asks himself why he is so nervous. It then dawns on him that he may have a crush on Takagi. He then tries to tell himself that it can't be before Takagi tells him that she only asked him about his crush because she had his love fortune told as well. Nishikata turns around and asks if that's so, with a very disappointed expression, while Takagi looks on curiously. Nishikata wonders why he is so disappointed. Takagi then informs him that he will also do well with his crush today, and tells him if only he had a crush to do well with. She then gets close to him again and tells him that he is blushing. He says it's because he is working so hard, and yeah, sure you are. He then realizes that he should change the subject, so he asks what other fortunes they did. Takagi says that she also got a prediction on what Nishikata would choose in scissors paper rock. This helps Nishikata to relax, given that if that prediction was wrong, then the rest of it was probably wrong too. He tells Takagi that that's what she gets for trusting fortune telling, but Takagi tells him that the prediction came true. Nishikata, who is confused with this, tells her that he won the game, and Takagi tells him yes, he sure did. Nishikata is both baffled and begins to revert back to slightly nervous. This is just speculation, but given that he had put so much hope into the fact that the scissors paper rock prediction was wrong, so the rest of them were wrong too, learning that it was actually correct would mean that the rest of it could potentially be correct as well. Takagi tells them that they should finish cleaning up, and the story ends. There are some very interesting questions raised in this story, like how did Takagi get Nishikata's love fortune without cluing anyone else in on who she was talking about? Or does she just not care if the people in this group know? However, none of this compares to the golden point of this story. Nishikata wondering if Takagi likes him, and then wondering if he likes her back. Like I have said in previous analysis videos, Nishikata is constantly on guard around Takagi given the nature of their relationship. However, in the past I have said that Nishikata doesn't fall for Takagi because of her teasing. But this story makes me think differently. It makes me think that he has already fallen for her, but that he just isn't ready to admit that yet, further evidenced by the fact that he talks himself out of that thought process. However, the fact that he had that thought process to begin with is a pretty big step for him. And that is it for this analysis. If you want to see the notes and outtakes, you can find them on my website for free, links in the description. If you want to see the films that I write and direct, check out my parent channel, Big Joe Productions. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.